Hey folks, I thought I'd just put a video up and show some of my cutting tools, something a little different for the channel. I'm not going to go into too much detail here because it could prove as a very long video. So I'm just going to give you a quick basic overview of what I have and why I use it. So yeah, starting from, we'll go from right to left, just move these over. So this is a hunting knife. Game knife, small game here in the UK we hunt, well I hunt, which is mainly wood pigeon, grey squirrels, rabbits, that sort of thing. So it's a small game knife, it's fantastic. It's good for fishing as well. Just quickly on the sheath is made in Mexico. It's a buck knife, so it's a USA knife. The sheath is made in Mexico. Some people snub their nose up at Mexican leatherwork, but I think this stuff's quite good. You know, some fantastic leatherwork coming out for horse saddles and various things. So yeah, not a deal breaker for me. Holds the knife very nice. It's a Buck Ranger 113, and it's a skinning knife. It's an animal prep knife. You can use it for food, of course. We just come in here. You can see. There we are. So you got Buck 113, and then you got the little Z there, the little mark, the symbol that indicates the year that the knife was made, which I believe is 2023 USA. Stainless steel. I think the steel's 420 HC. I believe that's what it's called. Ebony handle. It's got that classic like Buck 110 folding knife. You know, it's that look. This is a timeless knife. It will never go out of fashion, out of style. You know, it's a beautiful knife, and yeah, I think it's 3 inches, and I'm not sure. It's just over 3 inches. You can choke up on it like this when you're skinning. You get it under the animal. It's great for opening up fish. It's a hollow flat grind, so hollow just means it tapers quite thin here, and then a micro bevel at the end. So it's an amazing slicer. Yeah, slight drop point to it. And yeah. And that's all that knife is used for. It's a hunting knife. It doesn't touch wood or any heavy battening or any of that nonsense. So the Buck Ranger, yeah, hopefully that'll be around for many years and passed on to the grandchildren perhaps. And the sheath is pretty good, holds nicely. Very basic sheath, you know, no features on it, extra features. Anyway, moving over. This is a Pukco knife, P-U-U-K-K-O, Pukco, which is a Finnish designed knife. And this is it's called a Pukco Kellum Tundra, which I believe Kellum Tundra is an American company, American owned, made in Finland though. Traditional curly birch sheath here with the leather, very nice. And this is solely for woodwork. It's for like notching, carving, feather sticks, making bow drill sets and tent pegs. It only ever touches wood. Reindeer antler. Let's just take that out. Ooh. And it fits the hand. My hands are sort of medium to large size hands, I suppose. Fits beautifully in the hand. Very, very nice curly birch. Look at the detail there. This is a Scandi grind, which is fantastic for woodworking. It's basically a whittler, is what it is. You could use it for other things like hunting, but it's a whittling knife, and it only ever be used for small tasks in the woods. Really, that's its primary function. High carbon steel. I tried to find out what the steel is, and I can't actually find out what it is. It's not listed on the website, but yeah. The only problem with high carbon steel in the UK, because it's quite a wet, damp country, is it does require maintenance. You can't let this blade get wet and then store it, because you will get rust spots. So it is more. I've put a bit of oil on it actually, but yeah, it does require more attention, and not so much like the Buck. And yeah, now this is not a full tang. It's a spike, comes down inside the handle. So battening, which is something which bushcrafters love to do. I don't know what it is. I mean, I've done it with cheaper knives, but I would never batten with this knife or this knife. So battening is when you get a bit piece of wood, you stick the knife on top, you get another bit of wood, and you whack it down. Like, what's the fascination with that? And I think it's, if you've only got one knife, even if you've only got one knife, you don't need to do that. It's the job of the axe, is what that is. So this will never be battened, and that's why I don't carry one of these traditional sort of full tang, large hunting bushcrafty knives. I'd rather two small specialist knives. The weight is pretty much the same. Oh. So moving on to my axe. This is a Gransforsbruk axe. You can see I've actually bought it from the Woodlaw website, which is Ray Mears' website. So it was stamped with his logo. It's a Gransforsbruk Sweden axe, but it's just his brand on there. I just thought it was just something a bit different. I did have the option to get this brand or the Gransforsbruk's brand, excuse me. I've treated the handle with linseed oil. It's a small forest axe, so it can be used with two hands or quite easily with one hand. You can choke up on it like this. On the head here, we got the initials of the maker. This was the blacksmith. I'm not too sure who he is, Mr. MB or she, Mrs. MB, Ms. On the back here, I've filed off these. These heads, these corners were a little sharp, just a little. So I actually filed these down just a bit. You can see, to make it smooth. So when it's in the pack, it's not going to catch anything. And yeah, the mask is, I don't rate the masks that great. I don't think they're that great. It does the job, but I think there's better options out there, but I'm not going to go and buy one. So yeah, this thing can be made razor sharp. I've actually I caught my finger just there once, and it did draw blood. So this thing can get ridiculously sharp. Yeah, an excellent all-rounder. This is, the forest axe. You can, in the winter, you can get a bit of power behind it, or if you can use it one-handed too, and you can choke up on it too, and use it more for delicate things, And this takes care of all firewood prep, which goes back to saying, I don't do any of that battening stuff with my knives. The axe does that job. So there you are, folks. That is, in my opinion, the Trinity. The only thing that I add to this is a saw. I've got two saws. I've got a Bacco Laplander folding saw, and then I've also got a large Silky then. Depends on the time of year. Depends on how much firewood I'm going to have and need. So there you are, guys. Yeah. All in one. The Trinity, as I call it. Any questions in the comments below? And yeah, if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel and check out some of my other camping and overnighter videos. Cheers, guys.